Hello everyone, welcome to Ayurveda Free Health Insurance, and today I'm super excited because today's sequence is for beginners who are really new to yoga, and today's sequence is very easy and basic, so you start. So without delay, let's start today's sequence. So for first pose, everybody needs to sit on a height, so it's good for you. So first pose is Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged pose. So you can take any blankets. If you don't have yoga blankets, totally fine, you can use any height. So it's good to sit on a height. So let's start. So you just sit on your height and extend your leg in front of you. Then cross your right leg and catch hold of the inner side of your knee and bring your right leg in and should be parallel to your front wall. Then hold of your inner left knee and cross over it, and make sure you bring your ankles under your knees. How much you can do that? So it is called easy pose, but when you do it, it's not easy at all. So make sure your shins crossing at each other. Then sit evenly on your height and extend the sides of your waist up and bring your hands on your thighs. Then breathe in and out through your nose. Then top of your next inhalation, top to bottom, close your eyes. In the pose, make sure you press your right shin into your left calf. Left calf presses back into your right shin. You sit evenly on your height. Your top of buttocks down as you extend your waist up. You are sitting on a height which helps you to maintain the extension of your spine. Then draw your shoulder blades in and top of shoulders down away from your ear. Your chin is level and breathe in and out through your nose. And use this moment to collect yourself for today's session. Maintain the extension of your trunk. Maintain the Sukhasana and breathe. Few more seconds here. Then top of your next inhalation, slowly open your eyes. Then extend your legs in front of you. So it's really helpful to sit on the blankets. I just show you the quick. I sit down and I cross my legs. You can see my knees are higher than my pelvis if I sit on the ground, and my spine is not getting that extension. But if I sit on a height, you just see simply it helps me to extend my spine, extend my waist. So this is important. Now my pelvis is higher than my knees, which help me to maintain the asanas. So that's why it's very important you sit on a height. Now move your blankets away, and our next pose is Tadasana. So Tadasana, mountain pose. Stand is straight, legs straight, arms straight by your side and palms facing your thighs and gazes forward. So in the pose, press your big toe mound down, press through the center of your heel, lift the top of your thighs up to lift the kneecaps up and bring the top of your thighs back. Then bring the top of your buttocks down as you bring your abdomen in and lift the sides of your waist up. Then draw your shoulder blades in, tops of your shoulder go down away from your ear. Your chin is level, gaze is forward, arms reaching downward through the fingertips. Then to come out of the pose, we need to move to the next pose. So here two things I want to tell you. So when I say mounts of the toes, so here I am showing you in my hand. So the base of my fingers are called mounts or balls of the feet. So when I talk about the feet, the base of our toes, like the base of our big toes or the other toes, this is called mounts or the balls of feet. So when I say press into your big toe mounts down, so I want to say the press your weight here, and this is the center of your heels. So press through your center of your heels. And whenever I go through a pose, I always say how to go into the pose, then what actions you need to maintain in the pose, and how to come out of the pose. So further we start our session, I need to share with you that it's always very important how you get into the pose and how you come out of the pose, because these two are very sensitive and these two are like you can get hurt. In the pose, how you maintain the actions, how you feel, it's all about you, how the pose reflect to you. But how to get into the pose, how to get out of the pose, just watch first and then do it, because it's very important for you. So let's do the Tadasana again, and I do this time from my side so you can see. Big toes, inner heels touching, stand straight, arms by your side and neck as level. So in the pose, press your feet down, press your big toe mount down, press through the center of your heel, lift the thighs up, thighs back and top of buttock down, extend the sides of your waist up, then draw your shoulder blades in and top of shoulders down, gaze is forward. Then from here, Tadasana, we move to our next pose, which is Urdhav Baddhanguliyasana, upward extended bound finger pose. So upward extended bound finger pose, we start with Tadasana, then bring your hands in front of you, interlock your fingers and focus which little finger on your loose side. Then turn your palms in front of you and bring your arms overhead. So in the pose, you need to maintain the Tadasana. As we did in Tadasana, press your feet into the floor, lift the top of your thighs up, bring the buttocks down and extend the sides of your waist up. Draw your shoulder blades in, top of shoulder away from your ear and extend your arms up and widen your palms as you extend your arms from elbow to the wrist and chin level. Breathe. To come out of the pose, press into your feet, trunk extended, arms extended, then bring your arm in front of you. Then change the interlock, turn your palms in front of you and bring your arms overhead. In the pose, you need to do the same. Press into the big toe mount down, press through the center of your heel, lift the top of your thighs up, move the thighs back. Move the buttocks down as you lift the sides of your waist up. Draw your shoulder blades in and shoulders away from your ear. Extend your arm from elbow to the wrist as you widen your palm to the ceiling. Chin level and breathe. To come out of the pose, press into your feet, trunk extended, arms extended, then bring your arm in front of you, release the interlock and come back to Tadasana. So here one more thing I need to tell you. When I say widen your palms, that means you need to widen. When you widen your palms, you extend your arms from elbow to the wrist. But when you pull them, you are doing your arms stretching from shoulder to the wrist. But here if I say widen your palms, then you stretch your arms from elbow to the wrist, because here we need to maintain the action of shoulder blades. Next pose is Utthita Hasta Padasana. extended hand and foot pose. So we will start with Tadasana. This is the basic pose of all the standing pose. So, and this is not a simple pose, it's very important pose. So always try to come in right way in Tadasana. Big toes, inner heels touching, legs straight, arms by your side. Bend your legs, bring your arms in front of you, then jump your leg or feet wide apart, or you can step them. I can show you again. So from here, if you are not able to jump, what you can do from Tadasana, bend your legs and step your feet wide apart. Here your feet should be straight, they should parallel to each other, and your ankles under your wrist. This widen you should need to make it. In the pose, press into the outer and inner edges of your feet, then lift the top of your thighs up to lift your kneecaps up. Then move the buttocks down as you extend the sides of your waist up. Then draw your shoulder blades in and top of shoulder down away from your ear, and arms reaching through the fingertips to the sides, and look forward and breathe here. To come out of the pose, press into your both feet, inner and outer edges. Keep the extension of your trunks, arm reaching, then bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. So come out in the pose, come into the pose, very important. Our next pose is Utthita Parsva Hastasana, which is side hand and foot pose. Again start with Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching, arms by your side. Then bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Trunk extended, arm reaching, and ankles under your wrist. Then turn your left foot in, turn your right leg all the way out. So here you need to keep one thing in your mind. So your right heel should be aligned with the arch of your left foot. Both legs are straight. Your trunk will try to go with this side, but you need to maintain your trunk in middle of your legs. Then in the pose, press into the outer left heel down and bring the top of left thigh back. Press the right big toe mound down and bring the top of outer right thigh back. So this way you will align your right knee with your right ankle. Then trunk extended, arm reaching by your side, look forward. Then to come out of the pose, press into the outer left heel down, pull through your left arm, inhale and turn your feet to the parallel. Then maintain the extension of your trunk and repeat on the other side. Bring your right leg in, bring your left leg all the way out. Then in the pose, press into the outer right heel down, bring the top of right thigh back. Press the left big toe mound down, bring the top of left thigh out to align your left knee with your left ankle. Then lift the thighs up, bring the top of buttock down, lift the sides of your waist up, draw your shoulder blades in and arms reaching through the fingertips, and look forward and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press into the outer right heel down, pull through your left arm, inhale and bring your feet to the parallel. Trunk extended, arm reaching, then bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. So you can repeat these poses 2 or 3 times. Next pose is Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So for this pose, again start with Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching, legs straight, arms by your side, gaze is forward. Then from here, bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Make sure your ankles under your wrist, trunk extended, arm reaching. Then turn your left foot in, turn your right leg all the way out. Then from here, exhale and bend your right leg. If you are beginner, don't try to make it at 90 degree, but how much you can do that? Bring your knee over your right ankle and your trunk will in middle of your legs. So here in the pose, press into the outer left heel down. Bring the top of left thigh back. Press the right big toe mound down and bring the right knee to your little right toe side so your shin bone perpendicular to the floor. Then buttocks down, extend the sides of your waist up, draw your shoulder blades in and top of shoulder away from your ear, look forward and arms reaching. Left fingers reaching left and right fingers reaching to the right side. And breathe. To come out of, press into the outer left heel down, pull through your left arm, extend your right leg, then come to the parallel, trunk extended, arm reaching, then repeat on the left, then turn your right leg in, turn your left leg all the way out, trunk extended, arm reaching, then and on an exhale, bend your left leg and look forward. Then in the pose, press into the outer right heel down. Bring the top of left thigh back. Press into the left big toe mound down and bring the left knee to the little toe side so your shin bone will perpendicular to the floor. And tops buttock down. Sides of the waist up, draw your shoulder blades in, top of shoulder away and arms reaching through the fingertips. And breathe. To come out of the pose, press into the outer right heel down, pull through your right arm, straighten your left leg, trunk extended, arm reaching, then bring your feet to the parallel, then bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. So repeat this Virabhadrasana to warrior pose 2 times, right and left. So our next pose, Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. So for this pose, use bricks on vertical height, the long height, or if you don't have a brick, you can use any height. This is very important to learn the extension. If you go to the right pose, direct to the whole pose, you will not get it. So I'll show you how to do that. So set up your bricks in the back side of your mat. Then stand in center of your mat in Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching. Then bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. Make sure your ankles under your wrist, trunk extended, arm reaching. Then turn your left foot in, turn your right leg all the way out. Then exhale and extend your torso to the right and bring the brick. Brick will go outer side of your right heel under your shoulder. And for today, you can bring your hand on your hip. So in the pose, press your outer left heel down, bring the top of left thigh back, press the right big toe mound down, bring the top of right thigh out so you can align your right knee with your right ankle. Then press your hands into the brick and draw your shoulder blades in and extend your torso more and look forward. To come out of the pose, press into the outer left heel down, pull through your left arm, inhale and come up. Then trunk extended, arm reaching and bring your feet to the parallel. Then repeat on another side. Bring your right leg in, bring your left leg all the way out. Then exhale, extend your torso to the left, bring your left arm on the brick. Brick will go outer side of your left ankle and right arm come on your hip today. Then in the pose, Press into the outer right heel down. Bring the top of right thigh out. Press the left big toe mound down. Bring the top of left thigh out to align your left knee with your left ankle. Then press your left arm into the brick. As you draw your shoulder blades in, extend your torso and look forward. Then to come out of the pose, press into the outer right heel down. Pull through your right arm. Inhale and come up. Trunk extended, arm reaching. Then bring your feet to the parallel. Then jump or step back to Tadasana. So do this pose, repeat 2 times. I'm showing you one more thing here. When in the pose here, so in beginning what happens? Just see. So when I do this pose here, my outer left heel come up. Then you see what happening. My this hip come out. So for this one, what we need to do, press into the outer left heel down and bring the top of left thigh back, and this shoulder comes forward. So for this one, we need to press your hand into the brick and draw our shoulder blades in, then extend our torso forward. And then press into the outer left heel down, pull through your left arm, inhale and come up. Then bring your feet parallel, jump and step back to Tadasana. As I told you, always remember the right way to go into the pose and to come out of the pose. So our next pose is Uttanasana with wall, fingertips at the wall pose. So let's do it. Stand nearby the wall in Tadasana, big toes, inner heels touching, feet together and arms by your side. Then bring your hands on the wall at the pelvis level. Then walk yourself back until your trunk parallel to the floor. Here you can stay in your feet together, or you can separate your feet hip width apart. Then here in the pose, press your big toe mound down, press in through the center of your heel, lift the top of your thighs up, moves your thighs back, then press your fingertips into the wall and draw your shoulder blades in. As you extend your trunk forward, look forward to the wall. So in this pose, very basic, you are learning the extension of your trunk, forward extension of your trunk. So to come out of the pose, press your feet into the floor, tighten your legs, press your fingertips into the wall and come forward, walk forward yourself and come back to Tadasana. Our next pose is Prasarita Padottanasana, extended wide foot pose. So for this one, today we all use some height. So set your height or bricks in front of your mat. Then stand on your mat in Tadasana. Then bend your legs, jump or step your feet wide apart. And bring your hands on your hip. This is the widest pose. So make your step little wider. And your feet facing forward. They are parallel to each other. Then from here, draw your shoulder blades in. Bring your elbows back, chest up, head up. Then extend your torso forward, parallel to the floor. Then bring your hands on the brick. Bricks go under your shoulders and head up. So in the pose, press into the outer and inner edges of your feet. Lift the top of your thighs up to lift your kneecaps up. Then into the brick, draw your shoulder blades in and top of shoulder away from your ear as you extend your trunk more forward and look forward. Then to come out of the pose, press into your feet, tighten your legs, bring your feet little in, step in, then bring your hand on your waist, then draw your shoulder blades in, Then extend your trunk forward and up. Then look forward and then bend your legs, jump or step back to Tadasana. So this is the very basic of Prasarita Padottanasana. So practice it. So our next pose is Pavan Muktasana, wind relieving pose. So this pose to relax our back or introduce the abdominal asanas. So let's do it. So lay down on your back with the bent leg. Then keep the left leg bent and bring your right leg towards your chest. Then catch hold of your shin and bring your feet towards you. If you are not able to hold your shin, you can hold the back side of your thigh. In the pose, you press your left foot into the floor and left leg should be firm. And your whole back on the floor and catch hold of your right shin. Right leg should be relaxed. Chest broaden and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press into your left foot. Maintain your back on the floor. Release your hand and bring your right leg on the floor. Then repeat on the left side. Press your right feet into the floor. Bend your left leg towards you. Catch hold around your shin or your thigh and broaden your chest. And breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press your feet, right feet into the floor. Maintain your back on the floor and release your hands and bring your left foot on the floor. The another way to do the Pavan Muktasana. So from here, bend your right leg towards you, catch hold the shin or right thigh, then extend your left leg along the floor. Then in the pose, press your left heel down. Bring the top of left thigh down and bring your right leg towards your chest. Chest broadened and breathe. Then to come out of the pose, press your left heel down. Keep the extension of your trunk along the floor. Release your hands and bring the right leg on the floor. Then bend your left leg. Then repeat on the left side. Bend your left leg towards you. Catch hold the shin or around the thigh. Then extend your right leg along the floor. In the pose, press your right heel down. Bring the top of right thigh down and extend from the buttock to the heel. Bring your left leg towards you and broaden your chest and breathe. To come out of the pose, press your right heel down. Maintain the extension of your trunk along. Raise your hands and bring your left leg on the floor. Then bend your right leg. Then you can go ahead and do the full Muktasana, Pavan Muktasana. For this one, maintain your back on the floor. Then bend your one leg at a time. Then another. And catch hold around your shin or around your thighs. Then chest broaden and breathe. It's very relaxing for your back. It's getting ready to the next asanas, abdominal asanas, and it's relax you for the Savasana, the corpse pose. Then to come out, release your hands, bring your feet on the floor. And from here we can start the Savasana. So with bent legs, bring your shoulder blades in, relax your abdomen, then extend your legs slowly one after other. Then relax your leg from the hip and release on the side. Your palms facing up. Then slowly close your eyes. And never ever leave this pose. Savasana, corpse pose, It's for relaxation, and it's the very important for your sequence. It looks easy, but it is the most difficult pose, how you learn to relax your body. So corpse pose is about relaxation. We are lying down on the floor. So gravity is taking care of us. So here we can observe. So after this session, just observe your body, where you feel relaxed, where you feel tensed, and how you can release and relax. This is an art. Here, observe your breath in and out, movement through your rib cage, abdomen go in and out. Relax, release, let go. Few more seconds here. Soften your eyes, soften your face, soften your jaw. Breathe slowly in and out. Just observe your breath. Then, to come out of the pose, bring your hands on your abdomen, or they can stay where they were. Then slowly start to bend your legs one after another. Don't jerk here, don't be in hurry. Then take a moment. Then turn to your right side. Take a moment. Press your left hand and come up to a sitting position. Come up to sitting is Sukhasana. Join your palms together. Bow your head to the heart. Namaste. Thanks everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Practice it again and again. And one more time, keep in mind how to go in the pose and how to come out of the pose. It is very, very important. Be gentle with yourself. In the pose, the actions you will learn with the practice. So keep practicing. If today's yoga session is useful for you, please like, share and comment, and write down in comment section what do you want me to bring in next video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Take good care of yourself because health is wealth. See you in next video.